Well, good evening, everyone. So what I want to do, since I'm all set ready for bed, I just want to go through my nighttime routine with you. And I already took a shower, I cleansed, so I already did my cleanser. The cleanser, you only do a dime size. So this whole bottle is going to last you 5 to 6 months. So just know our products last, they're very concentrated. All right, so the next thing you want to do is you're going to use your freshener. Your freshener will tend to put your skin, and you're going to take and saturate your pad, all right? And it is going to put your skin back into a pH balance after cleansing. So remember, I already had cleansed, and now we're going to freshen. And like I said, just make sure that you saturate your pad. And sometimes at night, it's not bad. It looks like I have just a little bit coming off. It's kind of like a second rinse cycle. So it will tend to pull anything else that you might have missed when you cleansed. All right, then the next thing, this is kind of one of my little tricks. At this age, I need to use my anti-aging. And Time Erase is for spots and enlarged pores. So what I do with the Time Erase, I have large pores, and I'm using very little. In fact, that's even too much. And right on my nose. And that is where I tend to have very large pores. And when we were at leadership, Linda, the owner, had spoke about putting the Time Erase just on her nose. And I'm going, oh my gosh, why haven't I been doing that? So the next serum that I like to use is the MaxiFirm. The MaxiFirm is for all over firmness. And so I will take and put this all over my face, especially here around your, the mustache area that sometimes tends to get a few more wrinkles. If you can, try to avoid drinking out of a straw. And then the other thing I want to put the MaxiFirm on is my neck. So I am going to apply this first, and then I will apply the neck cream. So that's your MaxiFirm serum. You want to treat your eyes, and your eyes is a very, very delicate area. Not only that, the Intense Eye Repair is pretty much everyone's favorite, is now $5 off. So you may want to get this if you need it. You want to put it on very little again, okay? So just a little bit. And this is a vacuum seal. I love this container. And it goes from the bottom up. Now, when I do my eyes, I take my 2 ring fingers, okay? And I put just a little bit on each one. And then what you want to do is actually take and dab it in. You want it so that it penetrates. So you're doing it ever so lightly because this is a very delicate area. That's why we're using a ring finger. And so that this is the one that has the less pressure. Now, I'm also going to put my neck cream on my neck, very important. And I do remember my mom always putting cream on her neck. And it was so funny because never knew the importance back then. And now I do. So, and try to go up. So remember, we had the MaxiFirm on there, and that will soak in. Put your neck cream on over that. The last treat that I'm going to give my face. Now this you don't put on every night, but this also is on sale. And a lot of people have a hard time pronouncing this name. It's called Bakuchiol. And what bakuchiol is, it's a retinol alternative. So you may remember using retinol A in the past, and when you use that, you would find that your skin had a lot of redness. It may have had some itchiness from it. And the other thing is, you could not be in the sun. You are not going to have any of those when you're using the bakuchiol because it's all plant-based. This is going to help to enhance your beauty sleep. Now, you're not going to put your moisturizer on. This is taking the place. So if you have the night repair or you have a moisturizer, we are going to replace it with the bakuchiol mask. Now, the bakuchiol mask does not have a scent, and it is a creamy mixture. It is wonderful. Now, I had just did another demo in a Facebook group, and so I didn't wash I put the clay mask on, but I can use the silicone end. And what you want to do then is go ahead and be generous with this. When you are putting your mask on, be generous with how much you put on, okay? And I am going to go over where I put the time erase and all the other products because they have soaked in by this time. All right, and what this is going to do, it's going to help plump and be ultra hydrating. And then you're just going to let this soak in and let the nighttime just do its thing. It's going to rejuvenate your skin. It is also going to have age-defying benefits. And like I said, this replaces the night repair or any other moisturizer that you use. And then what you're going to do is cleanse in the morning. But this also is going to help reduce stubborn wrinkles and lines that you may have. It's going to boost your elasticity. And like I said, you're going to put a generous amount on. But we're not going to have any of those side effects that you would with the retinol. So why not let this do its thing overnight while you get your beauty sleep? So like I said, you don't wash this off, you just leave it on. So I hope that